What's up, guys? I hope everyone's having a fantastic week here. It's Boozali. So today I'm going for laser eye surgery. I gotta leave in about 30 minutes. After the evaluation, I'll probably be back with another vlog. Well, yeah, I'm vlogging today. So I'm gonna go for the surgery, see what they say, and then I'll be back. Alright, guys, I'm back from my laser eye evaluation. So what happened is my dog actually went on my table and took my glasses when I wasn't home. And she didn't put them on. Like, she broke them. Like, the lens is done, and like, the the freaking leg, the freaking, whatever that goes over your ear. Don't know what to call it. She broke that too. Instead of going to pay extra amount of money for another pair of glasses, I think laser eye surgery is the better way. Cause I've been blind for about 10 years now. No joke. Like, I can't see nothing. Like, this little sign right here, I can't even see that. So, got the evaluation done. They're gonna contact me back for the surgery. Should be next Friday. Today I just paid off my student loans, actually. Student loans are paid for. It's been a good week, actually. It's been a really good week. Playing a lot of poker. Somehow turned $200 into $5,200. Pretty amazing. Everything's going well right now. Everything is just working out. I couldn't be happier, moving here down to Austin. So my advice to you is, if you're in a place and nothing's really going for you, and you want to take, and you have the balls and you want to take a risk, then take that risk, man, and just start somewhere new. Everyone needs a fresh start sometimes, and I would definitely recommend that to you guys. So about this week that I had, pretty productive week, pretty crazy week actually. I play on this poker app. That's what I usually do. That's really how I usually make my money. Play a lot of high stakes poker, usually 2-4 no limit. I'm always at this like high roller table, and it gets really crazy, and there's just a lot of money in it. A lot of money to be made and a lot of money to be lost. But Saturday I started off with 200 bucks, and 5 days later I'm up to $5,200. So I made about $5,000 in 5 days. To you players, I never really did wagers. I never really did wagers on a video game, especially Fortnite, the RNG, and there's a lot of skill involved and there's a lot of luck. Poker is just a different game. The reason why I like poker so much is because there's so many different combinations with the cards, so many different outcomes that you could have. I think that's what excites me the most. And it's a lot of mental. It's a mental game, and it's a lot of patience. I play with the same 20 people all day, every day, for at least 10 hours. And after a certain amount of time that you play with these guys, you really pick their mind. You really see what hands they play, what hands they're raising, usually what hands they fold. Sometimes you know when they're bluffing. So when you play with these guys a certain amount of hours a day, it's like you know them. Not on a personal level, but you know their game. You know how they play. So this last week, I just been really perfecting the game of poker. I've been really paying attention to, if they're raising with ace queen a lot or ace king, like 72 bucks before the flop. I know they either have high pockets or maybe ace king, ace queen, king queen, ace 10. I know they have high cards. So when they're raising with those hands 72 bucks pre-flop, and then the flop comes 2-7-6. Either one, they got that high pair of the ace, kings, or queens. And if they don't have the high pair, they don't have anything on the board. So sometimes I might play 7-8 suited for 72 bucks. Because sometimes I know they have the high pair of the high cards. When the flop comes 2-7-6, let's say, I know I have a pair of sevens. And I know that guy has probably king, queen, or ace, king. And if he does have a high pair, then he fucks me. It's a whole mind game. And I really am happy because I always wanted to be a poker player. That was my goal, and that's what I always wanted to do. And hey, look, listen, it is gambling, and there's a lot of money to be made, and there's a lot of money to be lost. This week has just been crazy. It's just been a crazy week, and if I could keep this up and keep the bankroll for my losses, I really think this could be a good thing, man. And I'm really trying to chase my dreams. And like I said, ever since I moved here, man, I just had better motivation, and I'm just hungry for success. I'm just like so hungry for it. Right now, I think everything is just falling into place, and right now I'm like one step closer to that, it feels like. I couldn't be freaking happier. And I'm a guy who always gives back to the community, in the gaming community. I'm always trying to give back to you guys. I'm always trying to do giveaways and, give out $50 PayPal to you guys. And I believe in good karma. I believe if I could give back to a community that supports me, then good karma will come back to me somehow. And I feel like this is it. And it's not bragging at all. It's just, I can't even come to words with how content I am with life at the moment. Ever since I moved here, when I see something and I want to do something, I put in the time to perfect what I'm doing. This last week with poker, I sit in my room for 10 hours straight on my phone, just playing, gaining knowledge and knowing what hands to play, like I said, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. We're 1 month closer to the website launching. Things are going good, man. I have a buddy working on the website for the logos and the avatars and the headers for the Twitter, for the social media. He's working on that. And then I'm gonna have a guy who's gonna train the admins once the website comes out. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. What's up, guys? Brazil here. I did promise you guys a Q&A, so let's get right into it. First question is from a Rose. What's your favorite part about living in Austin? The best part about living in Austin is definitely cheaper than New York, so that's definitely a plus. The food, a lot of good Tex-Mex. Can't go wrong with Whataburger, In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, Taco Bell. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. Also, it's very laid back here. No one's in a rush to do anything. No one bothers you. A lot of good looking people here too. A lot of good looking girls. I gotta give it that too. A lot of good looking girls here. Good weather. It is hot weather, but I'd rather have the hot weather over the cold weather. And I don't miss snow at all, because snow is just brutal. A couple good valid points why I like living in Austin. This question is from Kendall, That Boy K. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now? 10 years from now, I do see myself successful. Main part is, as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters to me. If I'm content and if I'm happy and if I have good health, that's all I really care about. Money's a great thing. You need money for everything in this life. But sometimes health and happiness kind of weigh over the money. This is from TSudsTR. What motivated you to start an OLT website? And what are you going to do differently than other websites to attract players to play on this site? What we want to do is bring competition back to gaming. Well, we have events, CWL Vegas, CWL Dallas, CWL Anaheim for Call of Duty. Those events are for the big pros. We want to give a platform for you players to showcase your talents that is not the pro stage. Make a name for yourself, and it could bring you guys exposure and clout as well. We want to give bigger prizes than other websites are doing. We don't want to do the 5 credit entries. We want to go higher entries, higher prizes. We want to bring the competition back to S&D community. A couple of more ideas that I can't really give out to you guys right now, but in about 3 weeks I can. That's what we want to do as a site. We want to make bigger prizes, better payouts, better incentives, and just revive a competition website again. This question is from Severe. Do you plan on ever owning your own organization? Yeah, I do. Right now it's not really on my mind. Main plan is to launch this website, and if the website pops off, which I think it will, then I'm gonna do some research and go to some of these lands and I'm gonna go to Vegas. I'll be at Anaheim and I'll be in Dallas for these events. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a team with me. We're gonna scout some talent at these events. We're gonna, maybe we'll start an org. This question is from Gilly. What advice would you give someone who's looking to begin investing into other people, companies, etc. in order to make something out of themselves eventually? It's all about risk, like I said. Sometimes you gotta think to yourself of where you want to be 5 years down the road. Come up with your own goals and then question yourself, what are you going to do in order to hit those goals? Well, my main theory is what I always wanted to do in life is poker and invest in real estate. I have a love for real estate. 5 years down the road, I probably will invest in real estate because that's my dream. That's my goal. Find a thing you want to invest in. Find a niche in the market where you think there's a problem and fix it before somebody else does. Do what's in your heart, man. This question is from Cam Amacity FN. At what point did you decide it was time to leave New York City and move to Austin? And was it a hard transition considering you had nothing? The point where I decided to move to Austin is I was in New York for 21 years. I dropped out of high school. I ended up getting my GED. Now I'm in college full time and I didn't see myself going nowhere. I had no motivation. I had no role model. I had no one to look up to. I was in a dark place. I've never really been depressed besides my father's passing. I knew I had to get out of a toxic place. I visited Austin, Texas about 2 years ago. When I came back to New York, I knew I had to be there. I was there in Austin for about 4 days and I said, hey, I gotta make this move. So about a year later on Christmas, I finally grew the balls and with practically nothing, with 4 pairs of pants and maybe a hoodie and 4 shirts and $400. And I hopped on a plane to Austin. And they made it work, I made it work and I couldn't be happier. It was a hard transition. Also, another hard transition is I miss the Italian food back in New York. I miss the Italian food, I miss the pasta, the pizza, the bagels, and just the dramatic New York accents. That's what I miss the most. So, I appreciate all the questions, guys. I think that's all we really have. I appreciate you guys a ton. You guys are pushing me day in and day out. Without me making that Twitter, without me making a Twitch, and Without you guys supporting me, I wouldn't be this position I am in today. So I owe you guys a big thank you, and you guys don't realize how much I appreciate all the love and support you guys give me every day. This is it for the Q&A. This is it for the vlog. I'll catch you guys later.